your sleeves are
Hey
really,
there.
really
I just
good.
want to welcome everybody here, and I'm going to say, hey, man, this is really exciting. We have the Hustle Group here, and you know what? They're two wild
What's up?
guys, but you know what? They're the real deal, and you know what? They're kings of the local business or anything. So if you guys want to make $5,000, $10,000 a month, you're at the right place. So, Kristie, can you actually introduce our Hustle guys or anything? Because I know that they
Yeah, I'm
dynamite.
happy. Yeah. We have Anthony Rocca and Bill Hugall. They are the Hustler
Guys.
marketing team, and they actually really propelled me forward with my emergency affiliate cash storm product launch. I joined up with them, and they really, really helped me. I appreciate you guys, and want to say hello.
Hey, Kristie. Hey, James. Thanks for having us on. It's awesome.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, Bill, man. I'm so glad to have you guys. I mean, Bill's relaxed. Anthony's relaxed. They're so cool to be here and everything. I mean, we had the hardest time getting them on here for the reason that they're incredibly busy with their own local business or anything. But they were gracious enough to come on here and share some great tips of actually how to make a lot of money on local business. You know what? Local business is actually easy to make money once you have the methods. When you guys, how much are you guys even raking in, like, or how well are you guys doing, Bill, with local marketing?
This is a combined effort with ourselves and Mike Heath, a friend of ours who's extensive offline marketer. This is what he does, and that's kind of how we joined up for this whole program and getting this together. And he himself is doing around $6,000 a month. After another day yesterday, we're kind of locked in for, I believe, $4,000, $5,000 a month with just this method alone. And I was able to swing a free coach in the next week out of it all. So it's doing all right. And there's little tricks and stuff that you can barter for when you get in with these offline clients. So doing all right, scaling it up, moving it up. And the cool part is it's so simple and takes no time to get going with this one, right?
Wow, that's amazing. $6,000 or anything a month, man. That's great money for anybody that's really looking for it. You know, I've always talked about you guys got to get multiple income streams, and local business is really the easiest one to actually do because once you know their methods, keep in mind these guys. A lot of times when you sign up people, they're easy to sign up because some of them don't even know how to copy and paste, right, Anthony?
No, exactly. It's we are all such intelligent people. Anyone who's watching this already is way above the average, mindset of what a local business owner has. So by teaching them very simple things, they're willing to dish out the money for it if you can prove that it's going to help them add more business, more bottom line to their company, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you're really what kind of niches do you usually like to go after, Anthony?
Ones that we focus on right now that are like really easy to pick up as clients are gyms and personal trainers, just because like I would say the bar scene in North America on average over 6,000 gyms and personal trainers go out of business every year, because they just don't understand how to market and promote themselves properly. And on the flip side, they are the ones that have a lot of money to start off with marketing. So they're just great people to have as clients. They understand the internet a little bit. Other niches that we like to focus on right now, Bill just picked up a furniture store. So we're working on our second furniture store right now. Just because they have a lot of inventory and a lot of their products that they offer, a lot of the furniture that they offer have really high margins, so there's a lot of money that they make just by selling a simple couch. And the last niche that works really well with this are financial advisors and accountants.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Bill, when you signed up that furniture store, did you just walk in, or did you just call them up, or how did you nail?
Well, that's the cool part and we'll go into how you can do this using your computer and stuff. I just kind of stumbled on this one, but the cool part is that this is kind of like an online offline hybrid. You're making offline cash while sitting at home and living the online lifestyle. This furniture store, I just happened to go into the furniture store because we were doing some shopping, and I saw a few things that really bothered me about the way the sales process was going on. Like for instance, it was slow, and the guy said, "Hey, whatever you want, I will take tons of money off it if you will just give us a sale today." And I was like, "Okay, I can help these people, right?" And then I started talking to the business owner and just showing him like a little trick about the pricing. Everything was $9.98. We all know that you can play with your pricing, and a 5 works better than an 8, right? And when you have a, and so he was just, his head was spinning. And as soon as I told him what it was that I did, it was a barrage of questions, and I had to tell him, like, I'll leave and we'll deal with this at another time. And so that's just how it works out, is when I'm out there, I talk. You know, we know anybody that's sat through your basic research video on any product you've ever purchased, you know more than most business owners do about their customers and their clients. And it's really not a hard sell when you have their head spinning with the simplest thing you've ever learned in your life, right?
Bill, what did you say to him? You said I told him what I did online. For the people who are watching, what did you exactly say to him? Because that's the thing that a lot of people stumble over. What did you say to the business owner?
I just said to him, I said, what was it? We were talking, came in. Oh, I told him about the price trick, and then he goes, oh, well, why do you know this stuff? And I said, well, it's what I do. I sell stuff online. And he goes, well, what do you sell online? Can you sell our furniture? And I said, I can get people to your store. You can sell the furniture, because we don't want to go through the whole setting up and doing all that crazy expensive website stuff. We just want to bring people in the door and start making sales. And as soon as he understood that, that's when it just was like, okay, what can you do? Come on, talk to me, dude. Want a date with the wife right now? I will call you back and we'll deal with it then. And that's another thing that really helps, is I know that when it's new people that are out there and they're kind of afraid of talking to someone, you don't have to close the deal right away. I know so many people love that close, but you don't have to. You build a relationship, put yourself in demand, and then cut it off. And it's easy to walk away, and they want to know more, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so, Anthony, how do you track that kind of stuff? What do you say to them? Because you know the business owners are going to say, okay, well, if you do it for me, how do I know it's coming from you? What do you say?
Right. Well, typically, like I'm working on my furniture store right now, and I told them that I'm a Facebook ads consultant. So by bringing leads through the door, we're going to be doing that in such a way with Facebook ads. And we do that by having customers call you. And we use a service which is free. It's called CallFire. And what that does is it generates a toll-free number. And that when a person on Facebook sees the ad, they pick up the phone, they want to talk to Mr. Customer, that redirects to the business. And in CallFire, it's a really easy visual dashboard where you can see all the calls that have been generated. But also, when we work with these businesses, we actually train the gatekeeper, whoever's answering these calls, to kind of say, for example, with the furniture store, we're going to be advertising a free plasma TV with the purchase of this love seat, right? So if someone calls in and say, hey, I'm interested in the free plasma TV, we've trained the gatekeeper to say, okay, great, where did you hear about that offer? Did you hear about it on Facebook? They're going to keep a tally on how many calls came in from Facebook, and we're going to be able to go in there at the end of the month when we meet with the business owner and show them, hey, we've sent you 80 calls. They're going to see we sent them 80 calls. We're good. And then at that point, you just talk about the results. Just make sure that they're getting the conversions that we're not promising, but we're really hoping for once we set those campaigns up. So.
All right. So, Bill, what do you say when these guys, like the furniture store guy, says, well, how much is it going to cost me? What do you say?
I kind of take an evaluation of the situation, but I do like to get paid, so an upfront retainer of $1,000 is pretty par for the course, just to have me working with you and not any other furniture outlet in the specific area, like suburb, right? So I won't close us off to the entire lower mainland of Vancouver here. I'll close us off to a little section. No one else will get our services in Surrey for the $1,000, and it's $1,500 a month. And when you're dealing with real businesses that they're not counting pennies, they know that part of business is bringing in customers. They just don't know how to do it. This kind of money does not scare them. It may intimidate some people here, but you can always operate on a sliding scale. You don't have to do the retainer. You don't have to say $1,500 a month. You can go a little lower. I would like to say push higher. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's always get it out there, because you want to get what you're worth. And if you look at a furniture store, let's say, where they're going to be, if you can bring them in 10 people in 1 month that buy $1,000 sofa, your services are worth way more than $1,500 a month, which is why that retainer is a nice thing to get every single month to keep my services and keep bringing in $10,000 for you and your business. It's going to be $1,000 plus your business.
Mm-hmm. And just let you guys know that when they're talking about a furniture store, don't actually downplay that. My sister's dating a boyfriend right now, and he makes clear over $100,000 a month on his furniture store. And this is in the Florida Keys. And so what they're telling you is the real deal. And there's a lot of money actually doing this. Like, for example, I do local business too. And these guys, I'm going to tell you, I know they're the masters because I do it myself. And just by talking to people is the way to do it. Like, I would go to Home Depot, no BS, man, and I would actually sign up roofers. And I would say maybe they might not have a website on their van. And you would sign up a roofer maybe $700, $800 a month. So when these guys are telling you what to do, I hope you guys are taking notes because really, what Anthony's telling you and Bill's telling you, this stuff really does work. What is probably your number one method, Anthony, of getting a client to sign up with you?
Number one method, and we've closed every single one of these, I guess minus the furniture store, has just been simply using a free software called Hot Lead Finder, created by Mark Helton, a real cool guy down in Las Vegas. And then the leads that you find in your local area, we just type them into Facebook. So if you're in New York, you're looking to get some accountants on board, you builds a nice spreadsheet, you pop them in Facebook, and we literally individually message these businesses one at a time. Takes 5 seconds, 10 seconds to do, and basically after about an hour you should have contacted 30 or 40 of them, and our average response rate is about 1 in 25 of those businesses will reply to us. And pretty much once you get a reply, usually 1 in 3 we can close. So as you can see, 2 or 3 hours of contacting is all you really need to do to get this ball rolling. So it's really easy to do.
And that's where the magic of that is we've done that hybrid, right? Where there's those people that don't want to go out, you don't want to pound the pavement, you don't want to get the envelopes and stuff, bulky stuff in there and send it out. We've turned it into an online business model where you're doing this from the comfort of your own home, and many times you don't need to talk to the business owner until after you've been paid. And it's like first month down the road. So I just want to put that out there for anybody who's like, ooh, offline, I don't really want to do offline. It's not that. We've kind of made this design so that you can make that offline dollar sitting at home in your PJs selling people.
Wow, what a perfect business. You don't have to talk to them until maybe the very end. And the business, basically how Bill and Anthony set up, is basically on autopilot. Am I almost right?
Definitely autopilot for sure.
Yeah, so this can be done anywhere in the United States. I mean, you can be sitting home in South Carolina like I am, just sitting back, maybe a shirt like this and maybe underwear underneath or anything. You don't always wear it. And you know what? And you can make a crazy lot of money. And I'm telling you, this does work because I do it myself, and I make a lot of money doing offline business, and these guys really make a ton of it. And I think the reason is because you have a system, and they have a foolproof system that you follow step by step. You should be able to make 4 to 6 or even 1,000 more a month very easily. What do you think, Kristie?
Yeah, I know that Anthony knows his Facebook stuff. I'm sure Bill does too, because Anthony helped me, learning how to do Facebook campaigns. And the other thing is I've had offline clients too, and it isn't, just like Bill was saying, it is as easy as just talking to them. You don't have to sell it. You just have to start asking questions, and when you act like what's happening online, they're very interested. They really need help, like Bill was saying. These guys really need our help because a lot of businesses are going under, and so it's a win-win.
All I can tell you is that the offline business was one of the first businesses I've started in the internet where I really started making a substantial lot of money in it. And if anybody's really starting off, keep in mind that what I like about their method and their system, that even a mother that works a part-time job with 2 or 3 kids that has an hour or less a day to do this can make a lot of money doing this. Or even if you just want some extra spending money, or if you want to quit your crappy job, this can actually do it for you, really, if you follow the system. All I can tell you is that and I don't say this very often, and Kristie's going to tell you, but you guys have to get this course or anything. I mean, I know I'm pulling the cat out of the bag, and I'm like that, but when I believe in something, and when I believe that there's money in it, I'm telling you, go full drive, because this is a system that actually can help you quit your crappy job. Because I know a lot of you guys are out there, you're like, you know what, I'm not sure if I'm going to be in my job even next day or so, because you know what, they have firings, and we don't know what the economy is going. But you know what, businesses will always need more business. Am I right, Anthony?
Oh, exactly. They're always going to need more business. They're always going to be needing more leads coming through the door. And most importantly, though, for like you listed all the different types of people that can do well with this course, I think one thing that's been left out is it can be fully outsourced. Me and Bill are kind of take things in phases. So it's been working for us. Now we're teaching other people how to do it, and we want to take a look at and analyze, how other people handle the course, and then we're just going to outsource this entire thing, and we don't have to do it anymore. To be honest with you, I didn't get in this business to work for the rest of my life. I got into it to make money and to go on vacations and enjoy life, the finer things of it. So I really believe that this is going to set people up to do just that. You do it a few times yourself, you prove it makes you money, and then pay someone else to do it for you and just make a little bit of profit. So.
I mean, that's the perfect world.
James, I was going to ask Bill. Bill, what would you say to somebody who's watching this, just to restate it? A lot of people are intimidated by that, and they would say, just like Anthony was saying, they would say, but yeah, what if I don't know how to do this for the business? What would you say?
I would honestly say that when it comes to offline business, I have seen more people quit their job quicker with offline businesses. And it's about forgetting that mindset. I still get laughed at by Anthony about my lack of computer knowledge every single day. I'm not putting a Tony Robbins sales course together to show you how to be this empowered salesperson. It's just taking the risk. It's what are you willing to do that other people aren't. So to me, that I'm scared or I don't know how, that's just an excuse. And I think a lot of people know that deep down inside, and they want to give it a go. And I think if you're willing to take this opportunity to get out there, seize the day, you're going to be incredibly surprised at what you can do very fast. And then it's not a fear of, can I succeed? It's a fear of, what do I do with the success now?
Exactly. And also to add to that, I think that's the reason why we brought Mike Keith on board. He does the other half, and he basically teaches you all the technical aspects of setting a Facebook ad up. And honestly, Mike explains it so simple. He's living proof. The gym client that he goes over in this example, he's got them to a point where they don't work in the business anymore. They actually quit. Like, they only just collect money at this point, and he's making like 10 grand a month for them. All from just a simple way of setting up Facebook ads and just using very simple images. And honestly, anyone who knows how to turn on a computer and is listening to this hangout can do it. It's that simple. So.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, all I can tell you is I love offline business. It's like I said before, it's the easiest thing. You don't have to be like a person who knows how to put a website together. You don't have to. I mean, all you have to do is just follow their method, and really, it's on autopilot. And you don't even have to talk to them until the very end when you say, hey, these are my payment details. And that's really it. All I can ask you is that, Anthony, what's inside the course and what will they be learning?
Well, essentially, this is a 3-part video course, which basically reveals the system. So it teaches you step-by-step on how to make $1,500 a month per client. And then we basically have 2 more parts that teach you step-by-step how to create the ads, and like you said, get things rolling on autopilot. It's about, I would say, an hour's worth of content, and then there's a couple cool bonuses inside too. So there's a lot of value packed in there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, you know what? I had a glimpse of what it is, and I tell you, that's why I'm so upped on this, because it is so easy to follow. It's basically an over-the-shoulder methods, so they don't leave anything out. They don't leave you. They answer every question that you're going to have. They go by step, and then it's so easy to replicate. And once you get this, all you have to do is, if you want to make more money, all you have to do is get more clients. That's really all it is. And it's so easy to do. It just rinse and repeat. Am I right, Bill?
Oh yeah, or just even up your prices. You know what I mean? It's just that easy. You want more money? Tell the next guy you want more cash, right?
Yeah.
It is that easy, and it's just getting out of that comfort zone we talked about earlier. And for any people, I just want to say, because that came up, was the Facebook thing. How some people will be like, oh, the ads thing, it drives me crazy. It's not super complicated. Go out, tracking cookie, retard. I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do a Facebook ad. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's like I said before. If you're non-techie like Bill and I are, I mean, this is for you. If you guys are over analytical, you know what? You're not going to make as much money as the people that just, follow the course step by step and just go with it, because you're going to make a lot more money. Don't overthink this. Just do. It's almost like Skywalker, really, in Yoda. He hits him with a stick. He goes, pow, right in the nose or whatever. And that's basically it. Just do the formula, and you should make a lot of money with this or anything. So, Kristie, what do you think? I would give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, I mean, these guys really know what they're doing and everything and what they're saying. It's a real deal.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I was going to say, I watched the videos inside the course, and they were, Anthony has a really simple, easy to understand teaching style, and it's like bullet points, and PowerPoint, where I thought, okay, man, I got it. You just went step by step, and then I saw the video where Mike teaches you how to do the Facebook ads, and I thought, wow, I mean, that's what we all want. We all want somebody to just like sit beside us and say, do this, then do this, then do this, and this is what they have done in this course. So if you have any reservations, don't, because it's very easy to understand. And I'm gonna see if you can see Hunk right here. Bill wanted to see Hunk, so tell me if I don't knock everything.
That's it.
You see him?
What's up, Hunk?
Hey, buddy.
Hey there.
Do that, Tom. Say hey. Say hey. But don't get up.
He's giving the raspberry. There he is. But guys, seriously, I've been asked this before. The difference is, what's the difference between getting a $300 a month customer and a $1,500 a month customer that's asking for it?
Quality.
If you ask for more money, you're gonna get it usually, right, Bill?
Every single time, man. It's just that separation, and it's just, yes, you have that start off zone where you just want to ask just to get it, and then you have that proof, and then you apply it, and then it's just a matter of knowing your worth, and your worth comes really quickly. As soon as you break down what you're making for a client for a month, and then you figure out what they're making over the course of the year, throwing out 10K, 20K, these aren't numbers that are going to scare you once you've done the math on what they're doing. So if you're coming in low to gain that confidence, people are excited, and they're more than eager once you bring some results to just up that paycheck because they're getting the money.
Yeah. Just like Bill said, my sister's boyfriend, I told you, is making over $100,000 a month on the furniture store. So most likely, instead of getting $1,200, $1,500, I think you could have got $5,000 or $10,000 a month. Exactly. I know you would, because if you're actually giving her boyfriend Chris that kind of business and that kind of money coming in, he would have gladly paid over $10,000 a month, because he's raking in over $1 million a year on that furniture store up in the Florida.
Plus the word of mouth you get attached to that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's not just the one customer they get. They've got their friends that went in, and then they have a pleasant experience with the sales staff, and word of mouth. So one customer can quickly turn into 4 or 5. You know,
exactly.
And there's so many things you can do to build it and grow it, but it explodes for a business when you're able to do this for them, and that's why it's a no-brainer to walk in there with confidence and ask for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bill, you taught me something really valuable, and I think it would it would be worth somebody watching this video just to learn this trick. So when a customer asks you what the price is, what do you do, and what do you not do? You know where I'm going with that?
No, coach me a little bit here.
That's my female brain kicking in. Okay, you told me, and it's so true. You said, okay, so for example, that furniture owner says, what's the upfront fee? And I would say, it's going to take me $1,000 to set it up. And then
don't speak.
Right. Remember that really tip, because you are so right about that.
Don't say a word. It's honestly, if you're in that situation where you're just in the business and you're just doing the chatting with the customer or your potential client, and you're coming down to that close and you're saying the number, don't speak. Once you lay the price down on the table, it is on them. That awkward silence, if there's one, it's theirs to put an end to.
That's it.
Just be quiet and let them know the ball's in their court. And it's so, they know what they're thinking already when they ask you the price tag, and they're either going to be floored, which is okay, because honestly, if someone's going to be like picking through the penny jar and they're a business to pay you, this is not a client you want.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Yeah, I mean, and you know, people who haven't dealt with offline businesses, they don't know that, and that's a real valuable tip. Really, really, really valuable tip.
All right, and then Anthony, I'm going to let you have the last word, and then we'll have Kristie's thought of the day, and pow, wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean, folks, I mean, like Bill said in the beginning, this is truly the ideal online, offline hybrid course. So, you know, anyone at any skill set is going to be able to make money with this course. Whether you're a newbie who's just hopped online yesterday or a seasoned veteran who thinks they know it all, I can tell you right now, no one's doing it like this. So if we piqued your interest even a little bit, you definitely want to pick up Facebook Cash Ninja. It'll definitely be worth every penny and then some. This is going to be one of those courses you're going to be able to make money from pretty much forever as long as Facebook's around. So.
I tell you guys, I learned a lot through the course, and I thought I knew everything there is about local business. So definitely. Bill, how much is the course?
For the beginning hour, we're doing a pre-launch special of $7, and then after that, we're going at $9.
You know what? It's under the price of a pizza. So you know what? Forget the pizza for the weekend. Go for this because it actually help you quit your crappy job, right? So I'm telling you, and that's the goal: is quit your crappy job.
Pizza.
Yeah, you don't want to be like 70 years old and working for a crappy boss or anything. Come on, or they let you buy all the pizzas you want afterwards or anything. But Kristie, your thought of the day, because I always know you have some juicy tidbits.
I do. You know, every time I look at my MacBook, I think about Steve Jobs. So I looked up a Steve Jobs quote for this hangout, and Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition."
Very deep, very deep. I think. Hey guys, what's that, Kristie?
You always say that. You say very deep.
I tell you, I'm trying to do the Zen thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I don't understand what you just got done saying.
Our secret, everybody that watches this hangout, now it's their secret too.
Yeah.
Bill and Anthony, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and I got to tell you guys, really do pick it up because I do know a lot of local business, and I learned a whole bunch of new stuff in here that I can actually ramp my own business up. And I'm telling you, for less than $10 to start over a six-figure business easily, you know what? What are you guys thinking? Just go for it, grab it. You know what? It's a win-win situation. All right, later on, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.